45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the football first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, it just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards and makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Carney. Here comes the heat. Got it on the outside, it's Carr. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Part of the backfield, it's Bauer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Using his legs at screen. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He'll get rid of it. Find space on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Scanning the field, it's Carney. Keeps the play going. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Complete to the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. And the returner will be dragged down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Moore will throw. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Hill. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Green. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the run, still looking. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll pull it down and run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 30-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's Carney. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Card. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating a nice.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finds his man. It's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Card. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Finds a tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Carney. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit. But guys, still a 3-score ball game. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get some. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the lines. They're facing a 3rd down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Carney. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Beavers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. It's a running room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Moore to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Clears the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They
fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
There he goes. Gets it to to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.